Welcome to week 2 of Strong Lungs, Strong Life. Today we are going to discuss breaking your smoking habit. Let's take a moment to review. Remember this slide? We have already discussed the first S of start. Now let's dive deeper into the T, which we briefly discussed last week when we asked you to think about who you would plan to tell about your quit plan. Research has shown once you announce your plans to another person, you're more likely to follow through, because if you don't, someone is there to hold your feet to the fire. The best motivation for change is the desire to live your best life, not only for yourself, but for your friends and family too. Remind yourself that good change isn't selfish. It reminds us how we can continue to grow throughout life and that our potential is more than we ever imagined. Include those you pick in your rewards. For example, if you go a week without smoking, give yourself dinner at your favorite restaurant and bring a friend or family member. Or for a longer-term goal, you might reward yourself with a trip to the beach. Remember, you have to reward yourself. We all need goals. Tell others exactly how they can help you with your smoking cessation. Some people like to have others ask them how things are going. Others may find it annoying. Ask them to understand if you have a change in mood. Assure them it won't last long. Ask smokers who are close to you to quit with you, or at least not smoke around you. Tell others what your triggers are and ask their help to avoid them. Ask them to delay stressful decisions for a few weeks if possible. If it can't be avoided, ask them to shield you from the stress as much as possible. The next letter in our START acronym is A. Anticipate and plan for challenges. Studies have shown that women tend to be more physically addicted to cigarettes than men. However, men are less likely to seek help and support during an attempt to quit. But when men do seek help, it was found that they are more likely to succeed when they access smoking cessation services to help them quit. Last week we asked you to think about various triggers that may lead you to smoking. Your triggers may be stress, driving, food, or alcohol. There are no right or wrong answers to your triggers. Each person's triggers will vary, which is why it is important for you to realize your unique triggers in order to anticipate and plan for these challenges. Did you know? Most people who have a hard time quitting and resume smoking do so in the first 3 months, often because of withdrawal symptoms. Just remember, nicotine withdrawal is the most uncomfortable part of quitting and is short-lived. Symptoms typically peak 12 to 24 hours after quitting. The first week is usually the worst and is also known as Hell Week. The second week is a little easier, and we call it Heck Week. Symptoms slowly lessen over the first month, but may be present for several months. Examples of withdrawal symptoms are outlined in this slide. You may experience one or more of these symptoms when you first quit. Remember, as we said before, they peak within the first day or two and will slowly lessen over the first month. You may experience flu-like symptoms known as the quitter's flu. Some symptoms may be a cough, sore throat, constipation, gas or stomach ache, sore tongue and or gums, postnasal drip, and dry mouth. Our How Addicted Are You tool is available for download on our website. Take a moment to fill this questionnaire out, as it can give you valuable insight into how addicted to nicotine you actually are. The results may or may not surprise you, but they will help you prepare for how difficult your withdrawal symptoms may be. Remember, anyone who tries to quit will have some form of nicotine withdrawal, and this is the most uncomfortable part of quitting. Next, we are going to discuss the 5 Ds of coping with nicotine withdrawal. Delay until the urge passes. This usually occurs within 3 to 5 minutes. Distract yourself. Call a friend or go for a walk. Drink water to fight off cravings. Deep breaths. Relax. Close your eyes and take 10 slow, deep breaths. Discuss your feelings with someone close to you or at a support group. Remember those triggers we talked about before? It will be important to anticipate those down the road, as they will be the biggest challenge you will face long term. Now we will discuss the 10 things not to do when you quit smoking. Number 1, don't be impatient. Smoking cessation is a process, not an event. Give yourself time and be patient. After all, Rome wasn't built in one day. Number 2, don't worry about the future. Nicotine withdrawal plays mind games early in the process. You may worry that you'll always miss the cigarettes. Focus one day at a time. Number 3, don't be negative. We are our own worst critics. Banish those thoughts that don't serve your best interests, and remember to be kind to yourself. Number 4, don't neglect yourself. Eat a well-balanced diet. Get more rest. Nicotine withdrawal will cause fatigue. Drink plenty of water. It helps you to detox more quickly. Also remember to get daily exercise. It helps manage cravings and reduces stress. Number 5, don't drink alcohol. Alcohol and tobacco go hand in hand. Avoid social situations early on that may tempt you to smoke. Number 6, don't overdo it. Don't let yourself get run down to the point of exhaustion. Take time every day to relieve stress with an activity you enjoy. Number 7, don't take yourself too seriously. You will have bad days. Everyone does. Expect and accept that. Number 8, don't hesitate to ask for help. Statistics show that people who quit with a healthy support system in place have a much higher rate of long-term success. Number 9, don't think you can smoke just one cigarette. After all, cigarettes do travel in packs. The only way to keep the beast at bay is to keep nicotine out of your system. Number 10, don't forget why you wanted to quit. Review your reasons for quitting often. They will never be less true as time goes by, but they can start to feel less urgent if you're not careful. Finally, the big day has arrived, your quit day. Plan to keep busy and find new things to do. Go to non-smoking places like gyms, libraries, malls, museums, or smoke-free restaurants. Be active. Walk or run, take a bike ride, try a yoga class, and stay away from what tempts you. It's important to change your routine when you quit smoking. When you first try to quit, try driving a different route to work, eat breakfast in a different place, or do something to reduce stress. Plan something enjoyable to do every day. We are now to the R of our START acronym. Remove cigarettes and other tobacco products from your home and workplace. Don't save that just-in-case pack of cigarettes. It just makes it easier to start smoking again. Now let's work on how we can face these challenges when we stop. In the past, smoking cigarettes kept your hands and mouth very busy a lot of the time. Now, as you are stopping smoking, it may be helpful to keep your hands and mouth busy in other ways, at least for the first 6 months or so, until the cravings lessen considerably. Stock up on gum and mints. Find items to keep your hands busy. This could be a stress ball, a computer, or video games. And again, it's worth stressing, change your routine. It is difficult to break a habit without breaking your routine. It's important to get rid of things that remind you of smoking. Throw away all smoking supplies, such as lighters, matches, and ashtrays. Don't forget to check drawers, coats, and pockets for these supplies. Make things clean and fresh. You may need to clean your drapes, carpets, clothes, and your car to get the smoking smell out. Have your teeth cleaned and whitened to remove nicotine stains. Like I've mentioned previously, distract your hands and don't forget about your mind. Now let's talk about drinking the right stuff. As I mentioned previously, avoid alcoholic drinks because this may trigger you to smoke. Drink lots of water and low-sugar fruit juice. Also, replace coffee or tea with a new healthy beverage. Ways to keep your mouth busy instead of smoking can include chewing on a toothpick or straw, chewing sugar-free gum, eating a lollipop, eating carrots or celery sticks, and brushing your teeth often and use mouthwash. Thank you for participating in Week 2 of Strong Lungs, Strong Life. Today we learned about steps you can take towards breaking your habit, including telling a friend or family member your plan, anticipating challenges you may face, removing cigarettes and smoking products from your home and workplace. In our next class, we will discuss the final letter of our acronym START. Thank you, and I hope to see you next week.